Eriador is diminished. The time of the Eldar is fading, and the deeds of the men of the West are preserved only in their ruins. The shadow of a fear of ages past threatens all the free peoples of Middle-earth. And yet, hope remains. For in the hearts of unlikely folk is the strength to wander through shadow kept. And only thence can they come to the morning. And though the road is long and treacherous and full of peril, it is a road that these companions must travel. And only through strength of loyalty, friendship, and hope can they overcome the obstacles ahead. May the goodwill of elves, men, and all free folk go with them. After being seemingly trounced by the bandits at the watchtower, the company makes its way back to the House of Farrell to recover. But a shadow still whispers on the wind and darkness creeps ever closer. The battle for the watchtower is over. The battle for the farmstead is about to begin.
When last we left off, to give as succinct a recap as possible, you all decided to venture into the watchtower where all of these bandits were, well, housed, set up shop, camping, whatever you want to call it, and decided that, well, if any time is the time to take these bandits out, it's now, and were thoroughly trounced. They did seem to have mercy on you, however, as they let a couple of you leave and take your dying friends with you. And as you were on your way back, Hamfast followed closely after you, carrying Miragar from the wild fields, gave you a little bit of uppies, and carried you back to the House of Farrell.
I would just like to point out we did successfully perform a decapitation strike, though.
Yes, yeah, we got that slow motion edit like Skyrim. To which point, you all arrived at the House of Farrell to find Farrell the Younger and Farwell there, greeting you. And Aranel, you had passed an awareness roll to find that Farwell says that this Hamfast is the giant which he saw. And we stand here now in the House of Farrell. It is probably about dusk getting on to night. And you see Farwell is kind of staring blankly at Hamfast, and Farrell the Younger looks over at him and he says, "What are you talking about? He's no giant. He's a boy." And Farwell, without breaking his gaze on Hamfast, says, "There's a shadow on him. I can't place it, but his coming is an ill omen." And with that, he begins to turn to walk away. What would you all like to do?
Sleep.
That was that was the Younger who walked away, or the
That was Farwell.
Oh, it's Far. Oh, okay.
Oh. I would say, technically, I don't think neither Miragar nor I have made healing rolls to try and reduce the length of our injuries, but we're also so maimed that it's probably not even worth trying.
Okay, so you all can go and kind of park over near the campfire on the what would be the western side of the compound, and you can go ahead and treat each other's wounds.
Well, I think I do most of the wound treating, because I think with my balms and ointments and my help from Larry, I max out my support.
Yep.
And that gives me 6 dice favored. So,
wounded,
okay.
miserable, and weary.
It's me and just Larry. Are the only two wounded?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, Thrush doesn't have a wound. He just is missing.
Yeah, because Aranel
he's
was
just-
wounded,
endurance.
but then she got the Gandalf rune to.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for the summary.
yep.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Well, we will do Thrush first. So this first
Oh.
healing roll will be to
Oh, Thrush is
lessen
in.
Oh, Thrush is
or Larry. I mean Larry.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Everyone does that.
even still.
Uh,
Even still.
So that
Great
is
success.
1 success dice. So I think that.
Oh yeah.
I think that's
Couple
2
days.
Yeah, 2 days
Let me
off of
find
the wound. All right. Then from
entering
15 to 13.
First aid. Healing reduces the severity of the wound by 1 day and plus 1 day for each icon. Yep, 2 days.
All right.
Right,
And
and then
I assist
healing
you.
on myself.
Yeah, I assist you with your healing.
Cool. Just 1 day.
Is it? I thought I saw another great success.
Oh wait, yep.
Yep.
There is.
2 great.
Still
Yep,
9
2
days. But that's all right.
Got the exact same success total.
Yeah.
Which is low for as many dice as I rolled.
Well, being weary kind of really messes you up
Very
Yeah, that's
weary,
true, that's
miserable,
true.
wounded. Yeah.
because you lost 4 dice from one of them and 3 dice from the other one.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. And at this, as you all are mending each other's wounds and trying to heal yourselves, Farrell the Younger actually comes over to you and stands in front of you all next to the fire and says, "They gave you all a right walloping. Do you think that?
Indeed.
Do you think
Yes.
that? Well, is it possible they might have followed you back?"
I don't
Maybe.
think they followed us immediately. It's possible, but I do think
Aranel
they will
felled
try
the wizard
again.
though, because he's not sure. He's trying to address their fear really quickly. He's like, "The wizard's down."
Yes, the fake wizard's dead, so
Oh,
they
So
may
the-
be licking their wounds.
so the
same
leader
as
that's-
us.
Yes.
Perhaps not.
I have no
They
doubt
might
one
be
of them.
fighting over it.
Yes, I have no doubt one of them will try and take over the group as a whole, given the chance. But if nothing else, we've bought you time.
well, I suggest you all get as much rest as you can.
Yes.
Although I'm not, we'll try to keep a diligent watch. Daisy and Ox. We'll have to have them on high alert all night. 'Cause I can't be having them attacking while the rest of us are asleep.
Yes.
With you all wounded, if it were me, now'd be the opportune time.
Well, Aranel here is still in good shape, at least.
I'll just need the rest.
I'm fine as well. It's not a big deal. He just looks at his clothes and his armor is singed. His cloak has got holes in it.
I
But
could
it's not
probably use
actually
a
fair.
snack before we go to bed.
Oh, right. Here, let me go and fetch you something. And he trots off back into the house where you see a few lights kind of flickering still. And eventually returns, and he's just got kind of a platter full of your usual fare, your breads, your cheeses. It looks as though there is some, looks like some sort of a cubed red meat. There's it's beef. It's quite good, actually.
Thank you.
Tola made it, strangely enough.
That looks wonderful.
Miragar
Yes, thank
will
you.
start to pick on some food there.
All right.
What do you think that maybe they're done with this area? He'll look at like Thrush and Larry and be like, "What? I mean, I know we sort of ran away, but you think we disbanded them at all?"
Maybe some of them will have left, or if they fight over leadership, but I don't think they've given up so easily.
Yeah, I think, what's his name? Whatever they called him, stepped to the front when he saw that the fake wizard had died.
Yes.
To this, Hamfast actually speaks, and as he's kind of looking in the fire, says, "That would have been Breghel.
That was it.
He always eyed the wizard with some sort of an envious look."
Well, no doubt he may try to reorganize them and get them ready, but did they seem like they were prepared to do anything the same day, or right now? Or that they'd need time?
With that, he looks kind of despondent and says, "I don't know.
That's
There was-
okay.
We were digging for something in the basement. In the cellar there, under the watchtower. The other men were saying they were hearing scratching, almost as if claws on stone. And they said it was coming from the basement."
Do you have any idea if that's something they were using to dig, or what they're trying to dig up?
I don't know, but we hit stone eventually, and Ozma came down and he holds up his hand and looks at it and shows it to you all, and you see a kind of a wide slice across of his hand. He cut my hand and had me bleeding on it. I don't know what it was.
Just you?
Yeah.
Does his hand look like it needs to be tended to?
It looks relatively fresh. It's actually you can tell it's his offhand. It's not actively bleeding.
Okay. All right.
Miragar will wrap it. He'll take some of his ointments and stuff that are probably still out, and give it a light wrapping.
With that, he winces a little bit.
Sorry, we gotta. It won't scar now, at least if you use the ointment.
Thank you. What do you
Buddy.
think they're gonna do?
I don't know. What do you two what do you all make of this?
I'm worried that they're going to finish what he started. They didn't start digging until the fake wizard came, right? He's the one who instigated this whole thing?
Yeah. Before us. Well, they started digging before I got down there, but it was just all full of dirt and mud.
Well, I think that he's important in some way, and the wizard used him to do whatever he did. I'm worried there are dark things buried under some of these ruins.
Yes.
They-
How well do you actually know this region, Thrush? Do you think there's anything of power here?
Everywhere. But most people aren't fool enough to dig into it.
Fair.
So is there anything that, Thrush usually attributes most of the bad things out here to the shadow, to things that the Witch King left behind, the old watchtowers, the edge of Arthedain. Is there anything that he would know specifically about this area or this place that would clue him in more? Or is it just his general dread of the shadow?
I would say choose either a lore roll or a travel roll, and whatever you decide is going to determine what I give you.
We're gonna go. Travel is better, but lore is more like what he's thinking right now. So he may not succeed, but at least he's gonna try this. And he is weary at the moment, so we'll see how this works out.
Just drop everything.
His brain is a little tired because they're still sitting around. Yeah, well, that's this is a good point. Actually, since we're sitting and resting, he would have probably dropped his bow, which would technically bring his load down.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, you can say that you've got your bow and your sword kind of leaning up against a tree off to the side if you want.
Okay, so then we'll drop them. Even though it's weirdly enough, I unequipped them and I didn't drop. Okay, let me drop them. That'll lower my load. I was like, why is my load not going down? All right, no longer weary. Okay, so but he's just once he does that, he's just trying to gain. Oh wow. I made a mess. Sorry about that. Here we go.
Hey!
Nice.
Okay, so he got a success. He didn't get a rune or a great success, but he remembered something maybe.
Okay. So with that lore roll, let me see. Did you get any 6s? You did not. Okay.
No.
So with that lore roll, you would know, obviously, there are watchtowers all over the area. The old kingdom of Arthedain, it seemed like they had a habit of building watchtowers. However, according to your recollection, as far as the history of the kingdoms of Arnor, that was not a site of a watchtower previously. In fact, your knowledge of that area, you would recall it being said that there was a tomb.
That's what he was worried about. Yeah, I think that there may be a burial site there. A tomb, a barrow. Something that might have something a little more fell inside it now.
All right, well, that's most likely an issue.
And he's going to kind of gesture over and look at your spear, Esteline, and say, that might come in very handy, sir.
Yes, well, after a little bit of a break, I will gladly put it to use.
And he's just going to look. No, he's not going to look at his hand. He's just going to then kind of lean against whatever's nearby, a barrel or something, since we're sitting down by the fire, and just kind of take a deep breath and kind of close his eyes while we're talking.
What do you make of what they did to Hamfast? Why him? I mean, he must be related somehow.
Blood is important.
Yes.
Hamfast says he says, I don't know why they cut my hand, but it sure hurt. And
you stories in your family? Old stories? Any heroes? Tall tales?
No, I'm just the son of a butcher. And I fell off of one of Fernie's horses when I was a kid.
It's an adventure.
We did hear that story. You seem quite fine to me.
Oh. Mum says I'm not right in the head.
I think she may be right, but I think she's just being very protective of you.
Oh, perhaps I should listen to her more. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get back to Bree.
Well,
Maybe-
first and foremost, she'll be very happy to see you. No matter how angry she is, you're her son.
Yeah. I just know that I don't want anything to do with these shadows and all of these things that you're talking about. Fell things. Bandits and all of that.
Well, no one should want to have anything to do with that.
Well. Anyway. I think I'm gonna try to get some sleep now.
Yes, of course. Pharaoh, would you be able to help him?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Please, if you'll come with me. And with
Thank
that, Hamfast stands up and he lumbers over all of you, and you hear these heavy footfalls thump, thump, thump along the ground as he walks along. And
I
Farrell
definitely
leads
see how
him.
he'd be mistaken for a giant.
Yes, but there may be something to those visions.
Perhaps.
And you
Clearly
remembered
he's-
what about the visions beside the giant? You said a dark hill or a dark something?
Something along those lines.
Does that, if I were to think back, that's probably something like, oh, I don't know, the hill that the little thing that they were in, the tower they were in, was that a hill? Or is it on a hill?
He was on a hill. Yeah.
Thrush is just going to kind of then stretch his neck a little bit and stand up and sigh, pick up his bow and sword, put them back on, and then go sit up onto the top of the wall. Even though he's tired as all get out, he's like, somebody definitely needs to be up here watching. So he's just gonna kind of sit up there.
Well, best of luck to you two. Miragar and I, not in any shape to be useful yet.
I feel like you probably look over and Miragar has probably a piece of bread, and he's like half sleeping.
He fell asleep.
Takes
with
a bite,
piece in his mouth.
Kind of, you know, like a little like toddler, where he's like eating, takes a bite, wakes up for a second, slow crunches. But he looks really comfy. He's probably like slooped down, kind of a little bit.
Nice.
I'll just let him rest there.
Yes.
All right. So, Miragar sleeps with bread in hand. Thrush sits atop his perch. Larry and Aranel, what are you all doing?
I mean, Larry's gonna try to sleep.
Okay.
I think Aranel would be more inclined to stay awake since Thrush is being stubborn. And he's hurt worse than she is.
Okay.
So she'll probably go up on the perch too and maybe try to talk him out of staying awake.
You can take the second watch, Thrush. Get some rest.
All right. So, as you all, Thrush and Aranel, you sat atop the perch. I would have both of you give me awareness rolls real quick.
Sweet.
I've heard of awareness.
Will she be fine? She will not. Gosh dang it. Should've used a hope.
I'm low on those, so no.
Okay.
It's another
So-
reason I'm sleeping.
Yes, go to sleep. Get some hope.
All right. So, you all sit there for a couple of hours, and all seems quiet. Thrush, you're getting to the point where your eyes are growing very heavy.
I think he's going to, even though he's trying to fight it, he's probably going to fall asleep sitting there.
Okay.
Go rest, stubborn man.
All right. Aranel, are you just staying atop?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at this point, you set up there for a little while longer. And you look back, just kind of looking around, and you look back towards the house. And you can hear light footsteps. And you see Tola making her way out of the house. She's got kind of a blanket wrapped around her shoulders, and you see that she's wearing kind of a nightgown. It says, Lady Aranel,
Yes.
have you seen Farwell? He's gone.
No. I thought he had gone to sleep.
No, I woke up and he wasn't there.
Oh boy. He might have wandered off. Let me go take a look. She'll climb down and go see if she can figure out if he'd left out the front gate or not.
Give me a hunting roll if you would. See if you can pick up his tracks.
This time I am going to burn a hope because hunting is not her greatest. Oh god, nope.
Yeah, you're not really able to find any evidence of him leaving out the front gate.
She will go wake up Larry since he's a little better at hunting than she is. Larry, I hate to wake you, but trying to see if Farwell left. Tala said she can't find him.
Okay, have you checked all the walls? Yeah, no, I'll have a look.
I haven't. I'm not great at spotting those things.
Okay. Right, well, I'm guessing she's helping me, so that's
Yes.
sports, and I'll burn a hope and see how bad I do in my current state.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Why didn't you drop anything? Oh my god.
I'm at 1 health. What can I drop?
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately, in your wary state, you've barely gotten any sleep, or at least so it feels. Your wounds are still wide open, or at least so it feels. And you can't seem to find any trace of where Farwell went.
I'm sorry, I'm not of much help right now, Aranel.
Okay. You get back to rest. I'll see what I can find.
Just don't run off, alright?
I'll wake somebody if I need to.
No.
I think she would maybe go out the front gate and try to use her lantern to see if she could, like, scan the surrounding areas to see if she can, like, tell if anyone's messed with anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So you head back in, you grab your lantern, you light it, you shine it around. Go ahead and give me a scan roll, if you would.
Beautiful.
Yep.
That's where all her skill points are. And the lantern helps.
Yeah. I mean, so based on that scan roll, holy smokes. Let me see what you've got here. Okay, yeah. You can kind of see signs that it looks as though somebody made their way into the brush.
She'll wander into the brush a little bit to see if she can spot him right away, and if not, she'll turn back and get help. But
Okay.
I'm gonna be stubborn on this first little bit.
You can, well, I'd say you can probably, if you want to roll another one, you can. Otherwise, you can just keep this scan roll.
It's probably gonna be about the same.
Yeah, it'll probably be about 1 billion.
About 1 billion.
Yeah. So,
1,000,000,002.
yeah, you kind of wandered just inside the tree line into the brambles and brush and shine your light around, and you can see there is a distinct trail, but there's no sign of Farwell.
Does it look like it's going in the direction of that tower?
Yes.
Oh, foolish boy. She's gonna turn around and go wake somebody. I know Thrush was kind of the least wounded of the three.
He's not wounded, he's just exhausted.
Yeah, the least impacted by the battle. And then she might actually go and grab Farwell the Younger. Or not Farwell the Younger. Farrell the Younger. And try to wake him as well.
What? What's going on? See, Poppy stirs next to him a little bit, but remains asleep.
Your younger brother has wandered off
That his eyes
to the tower.
dart open and he sits straight up. What? He's gone.
Yes.
That he sprints out of bed and says, where did he go?
It looks like he was headed towards the tower. I was able to see a path into the brush and tree line.
Farwell, what have you done? All right. And you see he makes his way over to the other side of the room and picks up a long-hafted axe. And he says, you plan to go after him, right?
Of course.
Right. All right. So he makes his way out the door. The rest of you, are you all up at this point?
Did I get an hour of rest? Do we get a short rest or not?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to click the short rest button.
Yeah.
You get a little bit back.
And we have all of our fellowship points at the moment, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take 2.
I'll take one.
I'm gonna take 2. Because I get 4.
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, you sure you don't want to take more? But I forgot you get some.
He gets the double because he's a Hobbit.
I will take 4.
You little hope fountain.
Little hope fountain.
He is a hope fountain.
With a shield.
Yeah, I would vote that the wounded members stay put.
You probably don't even wake us up, let's be honest.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have.
Maybe just to tell us you're checking something out, you know.
I'll be back. You stay here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's just like that.
Just take the bread out of the corner of his mouth so he doesn't choke on it.
Miragar's never slept this good before because he's wearing shoes. His feet are warm.
All right.
Can't wiggle my toes. Can't feel my toes.
This is how you guys feel all the time?
All right. And you see that Hamfast actually comes out, and he's got his axe in hand, and he says, what's going on?
Farwell ran off.
Where did he go?
It looks like he's headed towards the tower.
Oh, no. All right. And at this point, you see Farrell. He goes, shh. And you kind of perk your ears up a little bit, and you can hear Daisy and Ox growling. Deep growls.
Getting to the top of the wall. And looking out.
Go ahead and make me a scan roll, if you would.
If only I could see at night, but I can't. So close.
Yeah. It's hard to see out there in the black of night. But you can tell as they continue growling for a little while, and that eventually softens into a whimper. And you can see they both head into their houses. Just off to the side along the fence.
This makes somebody concerned. There's something foul out here.
I think Aranel would climb the post at that point and try to take a look.
All right. Go ahead and make a scan roll.
I think she'll use her lantern as well. Just in case.
Oh my gosh.
Gandalf!
The Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Coming up the road, you see a thin and frail shape lumbering up the road. One of its arms hangs to one side, its head kind of bobbing back and forth. At this distance, your light doesn't quite reach out to the point where it is. But you can tell whatever it is, or whoever it is rather, is not in the best state.
Too far, Walt.
Would I be able, like, does it look like it would be about the size of Farwald, or is it too far away for me to tell?
Let's see. You see, you didn't get any 6s, so it's tough to tell. You can definitely tell that there's something out there lumbering towards you, a very thin and gaunt shape. And it looks wounded or in poor condition. But as to who it is, it's hard to tell at this distance.
Okay. She will communicate what she's seeing. And then ask, do we want to confront it head on or stay here and wait?
Can Thrush see it? Now that she's pointed it out, even just remotely, like, there's a shape.
Yeah, if Aranel points it out, you kind of squint your eyes a little bit. Her eyes are definitely better than yours, but you can see just the faint silhouette of something.
He is going to knock an arrow and just fire it in the ground well ahead of it. So to see if it gets a reaction out of the person.
Poor thing.
You look, and it does not seem to react.
I'm not sure that's a man.
Well, I can take a shot at it.
All right. I tell you what. Yeah, go ahead and just roll your bow skill if you would.
Okay. Another scan roll. See if she.
You get 2.
Great success. So I get 2.
Gandalf.
Gandalf. Hello.
She's just looking at other people. She just shoots. Yep.
Okay.
Doing the Paul Walker version of shooting without looking, just driving without looking. Just.
All right. So, what would you want to do? Because you've got your base damage. Would you want to do like a heavy blow? Is that what you want to do? Or would you want to do a pierce? Let's see. Can you get a pierce? Oh yeah, you automatically pierce, so you can do a heavy blow.
Okay. Yeah. Probably like just aiming for a leg, so it's maybe not fatal, but enough to hinder it a little bit. Because we still don't know what it is.
I like the rinser dice.
Hamfast Willow. I've got Hamfast selected.
Yeah, it was private roll anyway. All we saw were question marks.
So you loose this arrow, and you see it finds its mark, buries itself deep in this entity's leg, and you see it continues trudging forward.
Okay. Any normal man would have at least reacted to that.
And at this point, you begin to hear
Nope, she's shooting.
All right, so as it lumbers forward into the light, it looks like Thrush and Aranel, you both are up on top of the perch looking down at it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I need for you all to give me a shadow point or a shadow test for wisdom.
Wisdom. All right.
We're gonna hope. Gosh, dang it! I forgot to make that.
So let's see.
Something.
Actually, no, we don't have.
Oh
Fellowship
yeah, no,
points to
that's
do
fellowship points, not hope.
Figure out how to get that to work.
All right.
Well, Thrush is fine. Thrush fears
Your
no
health is not.
undead.
Okay, so you, Thrush, you were kind of expecting this. This was on your watch list, and you are able to shake off its effects. However, Aranel, you are going to gain 2 points of shadow, and
Yikes.
you cannot spend hope for the rest of this.
Oh no!
Oh.
That's okay.
Oh dear.
All right, and with that, you see trudging towards you
I'm
Go
glad
ahead
we're
and-
asleep, Miragar.
Yes.
He's just dreaming about bread.
And this
Pumpernickel
is
pumpkin.
what you see. The form of a woman, long and wispy hair, wearing what looked to be burial clothing.
Okay.
Eyes glow a pale, baleful blue light. Or at least so it seems. And with that, you see Hamfast and Farrell look up at you and say, "What's going on up there?"
Something fell is coming this way. It's not alive, he's just going to say. And if he can, he's going to loose an arrow and then drop his bow. Because he's going to be joining them down there.
All right.
I'll stay
So
up here.
we're going to go ahead and enter combat. So, opening volley, Aranel, you are first.
All right. And she's got higher ground, yeah.
Correct.
Sweet. Gotta love higher ground as an
Oh,
archer.
look at that.
And a great
Great
success.
Very nice.
Yes.
Oh, does higher ground give you a die?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
What was my feat die? It was not. Okay.
Oof.
We'll do
That's a
another.
lot of stuff.
That's 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Okay. Next up is Thrush.
Right. So, gonna go with the great bow. You said I just add a bonus die.
Yeah, one
Not a-
success die.
All right. So not feat dice, but a full bonus die. Okay.
Yes.
Right. And we'll
Look at
do
you.
a heavy blow.
Look at you.
High ground
Nice.
OP.
All
Yeah, it's
right.
unconscious.
So you see this thing, 2 well-placed shots, which make their way and find purchase in this entity. And yet you see its head straightens back up and looks back in your direction. And with that, you see Hamfast and Farrell ready for combat, standing just behind the gate, ready to open it as we begin. So, you guys can choose your stances. And what I will say is that you both, I have given both of you access, or all of you access, really, to a few of these characters. So,
Oh.
if you want, you may take control of one of these characters and use it in combat.
I think the boys that are asleep should, the
No,
boys
I want to
that
control them
want
all.
I am assuming direct control.
Just puppet master all the characters.
it. You both have crazy dreams that you were in this gnarly fight with this chaos thing.
I dreamt I was Hamfast. I like it.
No, you wouldn't dream that you're Hamfast. You're just
Oh.
dreaming that you're doing what Hamfast did.
I like Larry's comment there. That was good.
All right. So, Thrush, you are engaging with it, yes?
Yes, he's gonna move out to engage.
Okay. And let's see. I would assume that Farrell and Hamfast both do as well, because they both have melee weapons. You both see as Hamfast and Farrell whip the door open, ready to go. They see this undead, this thing which should be long dead, this thing of terror, this thing of fell shadow, and they both reel back in disbelief. And you can see that actually both of them look as though they are ready to flee. So before they can make any sort of attacks in combat, I would need one of you all to mechanically inspire them to make sure that they stand and fight. Now,
Ooh.
with that being said, Thrush, it is your turn.
Well, then what he is going to do is he is going to spend a hope point, and he is going to use his necklace to awe as his action. So I will spend a hope point here. Put that down to 4.
Okay.
And then I will roll the awe to see what kind of D6s we get. All right. No 6s, sadly.
No
Uh,
6s?
Nope. Oh, that was a 9. Yep.
Yeah, no
Oh,
6s,
okay.
but
I was gonna say one of
Okay,
those.
but you said you spent a hope point to get a magical success?
yeah, I got a magical success, but no extra successes.
All right. You see, as you hold up your sword in triumph, you see almost as if the full moon has broken through the clouds and shines down upon you, and your emblem, your pendant, seemingly emits a bright white light, and you can see this undead horror reel back for just one moment. It is now wary.
You really are a ranger. Hamfast looks over. Wide-eyed.
All right.
And he just yells, tell Embar the same thing he yells all the time to the ending of the world.
All right. And I would say that that's probably you doing that, and Farrell the Younger and Hamfast both seeing this thing quake in your presence is enough to get them to charge forward. So, with that, it is now Aranel's turn.
Sweet, she is shooting.
Okay.
What a surprise!
Surprise, surprise! She's a one-trick pony.
I
Who
do the
knew?
shoot.
I shoot.
Well, when you're good
You
at the
stab.
trick, you know?
All right.
Yes. So she's
two
good.
die then, because you're in the high
Oh.
ground.
Why did you not select? So rude. It
Oh no, you
unselected
targeted
my
Thrush.
target. So I
Well.
got high ground and a success.
Yes. And a Gandalf.
Hey!
Oh.
And a
I think that's what your third Gandalf.
Very
in, like,
nice.
yes.
3 Oh my
This
god.
is why I don't get them. She takes them all.
I told you, she's a
You
lucky
get the good
bitch.
healing rolls. I get the good shooting.
I still get Gandalfs on my healing rolls. I gotta pad the numbers.
Gonna pump those numbers up.
No.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Protect yourself.
She just says Gandalf runes are for closers and takes them all.
All right.
Wounded.
So-
Wounded.
Once again, you place a well-placed shot, and one which you think should take this thing out, but its head snaps back into place and continues grunting and moaning. And with that, Farrell, it is your turn.
Alright, let's see how his sheet works in comparison. Knight, okay. One-handed axe. Hey.
Nice.
7 damage, okay. A well-placed strike indeed. All right, and now it is Generated Actor's turn.
That's my favorite character in all of Tolkien.
guy.
That's the
Yeah.
scariest villain.
And he keeps coming back too.
How many times we gotta teach this lesson, old man?
Stay down, generated actor.
All right, so as this thing snaps its head back forward, it looks over at Aranel on the wall. And Aranel, you look back at it, you meet its gaze, and your focus is solely on its eyes, and you cannot break its gaze. I need you to make me another shadow test for wisdom.
No.
All right, Aranel, you gain 3 shadow points. And you fall unconscious.
What?
Oh, and she's miserable. Okay.
Okay.
Lovely.
Wow. Okay.
Hate this generated actor.
And as this thing, you look back, you see that this wraith meets its gaze with Aranel up on the rooftop, or up on the perch above the wall. And you can look back and you can see that Aranel, the light fades from her eyes and she falls flat on top of her pedestal.
Don't worry, she's unharmed.
That gets a yell out of Thrush. If you said he noticed that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, he's going to yell out her name at the top of his lungs, which I don't know if that's going to wake those two up, but he is not holding back, and he's pretty good at song.
You both, I'm going to add both of you to the combat tracker here. However, it is now Hamfast's turn.
And he tries to. I feel like Hamfast might try to shout the same thing that Rush did, but it definitely does not sound like any language, really.
Yes, lady. No.
You guys.
Oh my god.
No.
No way!
Oh, because he's it considered that
he's
failure with the Gandalf rune.
Okay, but we'll say that's a success. So he would have done
5 damage.
5 points of damage. Okay.
Oh, I think it's because he's still toggled the hostile.
All right. So you see as Hamfast lashes out with his axe and cuts deeply along the torso of this wraith. You see the eyes flicker for just a second, and almost as if the undeath has faded from this entity, and you can see that it flickers back to life. This thing will not go down, but a fine hit. All right, and with that, we are back at the top because he was the last guy in the turn order. So we are back at the top, and you all hear the sound of whistling. Boom! As a firework explodes just above you and a shower of sparks rain down upon you. It seems as though you are not alone. And that is where we are going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
This bastard couldn't let us sleep for one night.
Nope.
Howdy, tavern goers, it's me, everyone's favorite Moss, and I'm here to tell you that we are giving you the opportunity to snag some pretty dope merch here, okay? So we have decided that we are going to do a little raffle to kick 2025 off with a bang. So, just to go over a couple of the rules here, we have started, as of December 17th, selling the raffle tickets, and we will end on January 12th. The tickets themselves start at $15 a pop, but guess what? The more you spend, the more you get. If you spend $30, you get 3 tickets. If you spend $50, you get 10 tickets, and if you spend $100, you get 25 tickets. So that's 25 chances to win for $100. Now let's talk a little bit about the prizes, okay? Because that's what you're here for. That's what anybody enters a raffle for, is the prizes. Both winners, and you heard me right, both 2 winners, they're both going to receive a Tales from the Dragon's Tavern branded t-shirt along with a coffee mug. The first place winner will get a digital Pathfinder 2nd edition bundle that includes all of the Pathfinder 2nd edition remastered core books, a handful of map folios, and a handful of pre-written adventures for a total of 72 digital items. That's 72 items you get. Not only that, we've got our second place winner as well. The second place winner is going to get a Free League RPG digital bundle. Now, those of you who are familiar with Free League publishing should be very excited about this, because this includes the core books for Tales from the Loop, Dragon's Bane, Mutant Zero Year, Forbidden Lands, Symbaroum, Twilight 200, and Corelios, plus a handful of supplement books for these systems, totaling 29 digital items. That's 29 digital items. So, 2 winners, 2 awesome prizes. Again, $15 a pop. The more you spend, the more you get. Go ahead and check it out. The link to our Discord is going to be in our link tree in the description below. Just type !support in chat, and that'll take you to the place that you need to go to support this stream and potentially get yourself some awesome prizes. And we are back at the top of round 2, as the company has found that it's not just a wraith that they have to deal with, but an entire company of bandits. As they all approach, you can see there is Breghel at the helm with Tam at his side, the one who was so very ardent about Osmer retaining leadership of the clan, seems to have acquiesced to Breghel. And just in front of him, you see Breghel, off of his shoulder, throws down Farwell, who is currently unconscious, dead. It's hard to say. But this wraith is still battling for its life. I need Thrush. I need you to go ahead and take your turn. And then Larry, whatever stance you're going to be in, we'll say that you can all rush out. But Larry, if you wanted to stay in rearward stance, you can, as long as Miragar goes up and takes close combat.
All right. Got it attached. All right.
Miragar will, as they're, catching up to the combat here, to look at Larry and be like, I'll take care of Aranel.
Okay. Oh, and just mechanically, I forgot to mention, in order to awaken Aranel, one of you will have to successfully use your action for the turn with a song roll. And so, let's see.
Not sure why it says Farwell.
Probably because I probably had his token selected. But that was you who just attacked?
Yep.
Okay. So, we're going to apply that damage. And you can see you land a good hit. And this wraith is taking so many hits. And you can see its arms are just hanging by what remains of rotted and decayed tendons and ligaments. And it's unclear as to how this thing even holds its form, and yet it fights on. All right, Larry, it is your turn.
I need to check something. Mechanically, because you can throw spears, is there a different way you have to input that attack?
No, it'd be basically your proficiency with that would be the same.
Okay.
It should just no longer be in your hands.
Yeah, that's the only thing, is that you'll no longer have a spear. So you could consider it dropped.
Okay.
But you would have to be in rearward stance in order to do so.
Oh, you do have to be in rearward to use the spear as a ranged weapon?
Yeah, because if you think about it, you're going to have some distance between you in order to throw a spear.
Alright, well, screw it. I'm just going to approach in defensive stance.
Okay.
And I'll attempt to attack this wraith. And let's see, it's an undead. Do I get any extra die?
Let's see. If your superior grievous, if the weapon is of Numenorian craftsmanship, add 1 to its damage rating, or a bonus equal to the bearer's valor. So you could add an additional damage. So what is the base of your spear, if I can take a look at that? Yes, so you've already got 2 added to that, so you wouldn't add any more damage.
Okay.
And then your superior fell, and your injury is where it should be. So nothing changes at the moment.
Okay. Right.
So it turns out you're fighting both undead and evil men. So it works out well.
In theory.
It's like it was made for this exact situation.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Too bad I'm at 1 endurance.
I just realized I probably could have pierced instead of doing the heavy blow on my attack. It wasn't highlighted, so I was like, I'm probably not going to do it. I just really wanted to add an 8. All I had to do, because I pierced on a 9 or higher with the sword, I was like, oops.
What?
I'll just do a whole bunch of endurance damage instead. Get her, Larry.
Yeah.
Just roll all 6s and you'll be fine.
Hey, there was a 6 in there.
Nice. Very nice.
Way to go.
This is a good thing. You might be able to do horrifying things to her.
All right, and I believe a spear is +2 on pierce. Okay.
Or +3. I don't. It's high. It's higher than a sword. It's higher than an axe.
Okay. As you jam your spear into this thing's neck, you withdraw it, and it gurgles, and you can tell that you've cut off its ability to vocalize at all. But with the last remaining bit of its life force, it negates that wound and looks straight at you, and you can see that it turns its attention towards Hamfast.
Oh no.
Okay.
All
We
right.
tried, Mrs. Willow. We tried.
Now, what I would have you do now, since I forgot to do it earlier, when you first see this entity, I need you to make me a Valor test for Shadow.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So Larry,
I'm
you're
afraid
able
no
to
ghost.
brush it off. Miragar, are you joining the fight?
I am going to attempt to use my action to.
I need you to make me a Shadow roll for Valor, if you would. As you crest atop this perch, you see what it is that they are battling currently.
I don't want to, but
All right,
I
success.
will.
Very
Yeah.
good. Okay, the turn is yours.
Cool. Let's see. I don't think I take that with me. I don't think I take that with me. I don't think I'm really gonna get out of the weary, because that would literally mean I drop everything. But I don't think he has any of his weapons on him at this point. And I will make a song roll.
Okay.
Just because.
Oh no.
Gross.
Yeah, unfortunately, you begin muttering some words, trying to rouse Aranel and trying to break whatever spell is on her. Unfortunately, it seems as though the spell is unbroken and she remains asleep. Now, just as a reminder as well, you do have a song that...
Oh yeah, would
Get
that
to
help
move.
with this situation? Or
No, because that is actually a secondary action to do that.
But what it will do is it will mean that you would not be weary during the fight if you succeed on a song roll using it.
do I get a bonus dice from it though, or anything?
No, it just makes sure that it ensures that you're not weary for the duration of this fight.
Oh, I don't have to make a song but that's on a successful song roll.
That's on a
right?
successful song roll. Yes.
Yeah, so if I use it, is there any bonus dice or anything? Because I have a song to roll the song check, or no?
No, that just gives you the opportunity to do it. The fact that you have the song.
Okay, because then can I make use that as a secondary action to try to do that?
Yeah.
All right, and then is that just for me, right?
That is
Or
just
is
for
that-
you.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's try that again. I'm not gonna throw a hope on this one because I'm used
Pray
to
for a
for
Gandalf.
saving people. But yeah, that's pretty much what I need is a Gandalf. It's fine.
All right. Unfortunately, there's everything that's going on around you. You see sparks flying overhead. You see this undead wraith is fighting with your comrades, and you can see that bandits have an unconscious Farwell down at the lower end of the hill, and the words just do not come to you. Next up is Aranel, who is currently unconscious.
Hamfast.
Hamfast.
Get him, Hamfast. Get him.
Well, would he? He'll look kind of over to Thrush and Larry and kind of like with like a who do I go for look. Do we want him attacking the bandits or do we still want him on the raid?
If Thrush sees that, he is of the mind that we take down the greatest danger first.
Okay.
It may be foolish, but this is Thrush's thinking usually.
Yeah, let's go.
There it is. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and apply that damage. A hit. A fine hit. All right. And Farrell the Younger.
All right. He is going to attack with his axe, and he will spend a point. Okay, nice.
Easily.
Nice.
All right. And with that, Farrell buries his axe into this wraith's head. And it falls motionless onto the ground. And with the wraith felled, you see Breghel holds Farwell up, pulls his hair back, and holds a dagger at his throat. And he says, "You'll be giving up that farmstead now. Surrender, and I won't kill him. We can walk away from this with our lives."
How do we know he's still alive?
Wait for Farrell to say something, because Thrush, I know what Thrush would do.
He's under the same spell as your friend up there.
Put him down and let me see that he's alive.
Afraid I can't do that.
Then how do I know you're telling the truth?
Guess you'll have to take it on faith. If you want, you can give me an insight roll. Yeah, it's hard to tell whether he's telling the truth or not. What you can see is that it doesn't look like he has any direct wounds.
I'm gonna turn to Farrell and ask him, I'm like, this is you're in your father's homestead, what do you want?
And at this point, he looks at you and then looks at Farrell, and he drops his axe. And you can tell that he's not sure what he needs to do. And at this point, you hear coming out of the house, "What's all this racket? Farwell!" And you can see he drops a bottle that he has, and he draws his short sword. He says, "You unhand him, or I'll have the lot of you." You can see he is advancing, ready to strike. And Farrell sits there, motionless, wide-eyed, unknowing what to do.
Well, if Thrush can do something, he's going to do something.
Okay, what would you like to do?
he is going to again sweep his sword up in a salute, and he is going to, if he can, use a hope point to awe them, if he can. But if he can, he can't.
So basically, everybody, all of the enemies are holding their action to see what you all do. So technically, you would be first up in the round. So we will say that yes, you are able to do that.
And yeah, he'll spend the point, and he is just going to yell out to unhand him and drop their weapons.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll.
All right. See if we get some extra successes.
Come on.
If we're lucky, we will. No, but
No lucky.
No extra successes, but you do successfully intimidate them. So they will all be wary. You look around and you can see the echo of your voice echoes throughout the valley, and it almost surrounds you. And you can tell that they are all shaking in their boots. And for a second, Bregel drops Farwell, who plants face first onto the ground. And at this point, you can see, all right, lads, get him! And the fight continues.
Can I use my action to pick up Farwell and take him behind the wall?
Absolutely, you can, yes.
Then that
So
would be
you
my
see-
action.
Everybody moves in. I'm going to move her out of the way real quick. So you draw him back in. You see these are all going to move in and form a line and try to surround you. So with that, let's see, Miragar.
Please look me up. Please
It is
look
your turn.
All right. Gandalf, save us, please.
Gandalf, we need you to simp. No!
Oh no!
Betrayer.
That was so close.
That's insane, dude. Oh my gosh. So, is there anything else that you would like to do? Is there anything that you can drop that might reduce your load a little bit?
Problem is, I
course,
only have one
I don't
inert,
think- yeah.
so it's
I don't know
not.
if it would help.
I think it's almost impossible.
But he can still try and make the song roll to wake her up, but it would just require
Yeah, that's what he
It's
said.
basically requires a
Gandalf
Gandalf room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You just can't do the other song roll to
And if I drop everything other than my armor, I still don't think.
So, with that, Miragar, did you decide if there's anything else you would like to try to do?
No, I don't really have any
Probably
secondary
not.
actions.
Close the
that are
gate,
helpful.
just screw everyone else.
Next up, Aranel is unconscious. Hamfast. It is Hamfast's turn.
I think he's just gonna. Well, I think he's just gonna swing at these bandit guys.
Okay. Oh,
Because
unfortunately.
I'm rolling. It's because I'm rolling.
Yeah, he swings out, and you can see this highwayman. What is he using? This highwayman uses his spear and uses the blunt end of his spear and knocks Hamfast's footing out from under him, and says, "We'll show you how we treat traitors."
I mean, now that Miragar is back conscious and, Aranel is unconscious, would you like to control Handfast with your good dice rolls, Michaela?
Sure.
Well, I was actually going to say, so Farrell the Elder is actually controllable as well. So if you'd like, one of you can take control of Farrell the Elder, but keep in mind, Farrell the Elder is
Drunk.
Old. And old.
and if you look under his fell abilities,
Drunkard.
His attack rolls are ill-favored if he's had a drink within the last hour, which he has. You have to spend a hate point in order to counter it.
He apparently has 0 hate.
But he's impossible to
4.
be miserable because he's drunk, right?
Well, yeah.
If only
he's,
that.
He's quite jolly. He's quite jolly at that. All right, so Farrell the Elder, whoever is controlling him, it is your turn.
I mean, I can.
Go after
suppose.
Breghold. Kill the leader.
Which one is Breghold again?
The one in front of the younger.
You've got a couple that are engaged with you. It
Okay,
looks like
yeah.
Breghel is engaged with Farrell the Younger. So you've got this guy and this guy who are both engaged with you.
The Tam
Oh,
is the
joke.
second.
Tam
we'll
is
go for
currently
this one.
engaged with Thrush.
On the side here.
Ah,
Okay.
I'd say he's pretty hateful. His son just got thrown at his
Vita.
feet, so I'll.
Just about got murked.
Yeah. Let's see, so. I spent the hate to make that not ill-favored. Let's go ahead. Nope.
Alright.
Swing and a miss.
Unfortunately, that's not going to do it. All right. Next up is Farrell the Younger.
Do
alright.
better, Farrell the Younger. Do better.
I'm not sure. I'm actually targeting something first.
They may end up getting the farm anyway. We'll see.
And you can see that Farrell the Elder is just swinging wildly and drunkenly, hoping to land a lucky hit.
Nope.
What?
Those are some JJ rolls there.
Wow! That's incredible.
He's just gonna look at the two men on either side of us and just think to himself, "These they may have just killed us." How did they last so long out here? Probably never
All
been
right.
attacked before.
So this guy is going to swing out. You look, and it looks as though he's got just a blunt object in his hand. He's going to try to beam Farrell the Elder over the top of the head with it. He is going to. Let's see. He is wary,
Oh yeah, these guys are all supposed to be weird.
and he also has something else happen.
For at least this round, they're weary.
Oh, terrible!
Ugh,
Absolutely terrible.
your stuff
All right.
is hidden from us still, by the way.
Is it really?
Yes. Well, I think you had it selected.
So make
yeah.
sure on the little drop down. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Go.
All right. And then next up is this guy who is engaged with Hamfast. He is going to strike out at Hamfast using the very same spear which he batted Hamfast's axe away with.
Are they all weary then? Since I awed them?
Yes.
Okay. So they're all gonna be hopefully rolling slightly lower.
All right.
Nope.
That
Nope.
is an automatic success, which means Hamfast, you're going to have to make a protection roll, please.
Oof.
Against a 14. Ooh,
Yeah.
Hey.
Very nice. All right, so Hamfast is going to take 4 damage, he's going to lose 4 endurance points. I don't like saying damage because it's like he's getting tired in this fight. Okay. Let's see. He swings out, and Hamfast is able to protect himself. Now, this one here is also going to attack Farrell the Elder, the evil wizard, as it were. And he is also wary. And has something else happen.
No.
All right, Farrell the Elder, you are going to take 4 damage. as the spear finds purchase. All right. Next up is this guy, who is going to strike out at Hamfast as well. Oh, man.
Oh no.
She's just subtracted it.
Oh, boy.
Why is the
Okay.
why is the target only 1? Or is that just a UI bug?
That
Why is the target
that's
only
broken.
1? Oh, because his parry is only 1. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
His
Fair
parry,
enough.
That would be a
parry,
little wrong.
Wait, when I
his
look at
parry
this,
should be 16.
yeah,
So, that should not have hit. Again.
yeah.
All right. So, he is effectively protected. You think that he might have gotten a good hit on him, but the form of Hamfast is just far too large to be bothered with the doings of a tiny footpad.
Crazy giant.
All right.
I mean,
So,
our friend the giant.
Thrush, Tam rushes forward. In his fury, he strikes out at you with his axe. However, he is where he uses that. But
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Sauron.
I am sorry. I knew it. Well, if I die fighting these guys, that's fine because then he died helping people. So I need to. Do I click on the protection roll test?
yes.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Boop. And I'm going to, since I have one, since I'm already miserable, I'm gonna put a hope point on this.
No!
Wounded. Well, we're in trouble. I can't believe that I have a 19 and I get wounded like so often.
It's because you're always in forward, man. You-
Mhm.
Yeah,
All right.
but it only adds one more die.
He
But it-
lashes-
One more die is why you get hit.
Well, most of the time when I get wounded, it has been because of
Eye of
horrified
Sauron.
Eye of Sauron.
All right.
Okay.
He lashes out at you, and you can see he makes contact, and you almost don't feel anything, and all of a sudden you look down, and your sword arm begins to bleed profusely. And next, Breghel is going to attack Farrell the Younger.
Get off of him. Well,
All right. Farrell the Younger is going to take an additional 4 damage, and he needs to make a protection roll.
jeez.
Oh no.
And he
I have
is
Sauron.
screwed.
Yep.
He's wounded.
You can see Breghel lashes out with his spear and jams it right in between 2 of Farrell the Younger's ribs. And he falls backwards. Thrush, it is your turn.
All right. So we've got 10 guys. So I can do actually, do I need to do this yet? I don't really need to do this yet, but I could. What I'm trying to think of is if I start belting out, because I can do the limited action of the song.
Yep.
If that would actually have any effect on Aranel, or if I have to directly use my action to do it, like you said, because you were saying it had to be an action.
Yes.
Okay, so I can't really do it from here. So he's going to not belt out the song because right now he's not weary.
Mhm.
He's just miserable, which is bad, but not, the end of the world. And he is going to go after, who was the person right in front of him that I
Tam.
have targeted? That's Tam. Yeah, he'll try and hit Tam.
All right.
Let's see what happens. Where is my sword? Let's see if we can do something for a hit here. Maybe, but nope. Automatic failure because he's miserable. We are in a serious amount of trouble. We have almost our entire party is doing nothing, and one of the other people is down.
All right.
Well, Thrush is where he should be, on the front line.
All right.
Larry, it is your turn.
I will attempt the song roll just to see if I can.
You trying to wake up Farwell or waking up me?
Oh
Or
no,
you try to
the one to
Oh,
remove
the-
wary.
The weary song. Okay.
Nice.
There's
Beautiful.
the freaking Gandalf room that I needed.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right. I am not weary anymore.
I don't know why it still says Farrell the Elder is singing. He's not.
It's chaos. That's fine.
Okay.
All right,
well,
so you can remove your wary.
Yep. All right.
Oh, I forgot to roll to see how wounded I was, didn't I? Where was that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
Injury roll. All right, let's see if I die here. Nope. I'm just happy it wasn't another I'm out of the fight instantly thing. So
Yeah.
let me put the days on there. 8 days. All right. I just noticed that. I was like, ooh, that shouldn't be 0.
I think there's too many of them to try to persuade them.
Probably. Unless we force the women to fight, which will not end
I think
well.
I think we need to kill one or two before we get any persuasion.
It's actually
started.
technically.
All right, ladies, get your
even
knickers
fight
on.
If you can get,
Well,
if you
what
can
was
get
that?
Aranel up, it's an even fight. Right now, there's 6 of them, 6 of us, but Aranel's passed out.
If I get Aranel up, will she get this round or no?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say it doesn't say otherwise, so I'd say so.
Okay, I will try.
Use that hope.
Please, please, please. Get me.
Gandalf!
Oh no
Yes!
way!
Okay,
Let's go.
back in business, baby. Let's go.
Right
All
on.
right.
Alright.
What we
I saw-
needed.
I saw that. I saw that Eye of Sauron. I was like, no.
Oh, that's
He just
beautiful.
walks up and goes, boop. Then she wakes up.
I probably just continuing singing Nellie's fall into her, like, get up, you damn elf.
All right.
Probably just like help her up. I'm like, we killed the wraith. We need help though. Please.
Aranel, your eyes open from what stupor you were in. It was almost as if you were surrounded by black clouds swirling around your vision. You were dizzy, and yet you couldn't stand. It was very difficult to understand, but you had no control over your facilities whatsoever. And all of a sudden, the clouds part, and you see Larry standing above you, reciting Thrush's song. And now,
And as she's getting up, I'm telling her, kill the leader. That's our only chance.
Right. Okay.
and you can see this guy here and this guy here. They are, neither of them look quite as weathered as the other two. As the others. You would guess that those are, if any of them are weaker links, you guess that was it.
Can you ping them again?
But that would be this one and this one.
Oh.
Just focus on Braggle.
Miragar,
well, but
it is your turn.
Cool. I am gonna do my usual hobbity get it between his legs with my buckler on Thrush here.
Okay.
Right when she woke up, I was listening to music, and Fourth Aerlingus was playing.
No way. I love it.
I was like,
Yes.
Nice.
Oh.
So that will be 2 dice. The next attack on Thrush will lose.
Nice. All right. So with
Work
that,
with the wizard.
Aranel, it is your turn.
all right. Back
You
to
are-
our typical.
She gets a Gandalf
Great
room
success.
immediately.
Oh my God! Immediately, you're like, oh,
Gandalf loves me. I can't help it.
the voice of the Valar. They call.
She is miserable because she's got like so much shadow, but she is maxed out on her bonus die. So.
I was gonna say because you could try this on. That's right.
Oh,
You
God,
don't really
yeah.
need it. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we'll just do a heavy blow because I can't get enough for a pierce, but still 9 damage.
Hey, that's
Can't,
good.
Can't complain too much.
All right.
She just woke up after all.
All right. Breghel, you loose an arrow, and it finds purchase with Breghel and grazes just south of his neck. And he winces. Ah! And he grabs hold of his neck, pulls his hand back, and you can see he's got blood on it. And then he lunges forward at Thrush with renewed vigor.
Sorry.
Hamfast, it is your turn.
I don't like you, Breggle, and he's gonna attack Breggle. And he's gonna use
You will
a hate
make
die. He's gonna use his last hate die.
Yes!
Nice.
With a,
Look
with
at
a
that
heavy
Gandalf.
blow.
Gandalf is somewhere in the woods.
Oh, protection roll.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, Jesus.
Son of a.
That's right, though. Still took 7
You
damage.
can see as Hamfast brings his blade down on Breghel, you can see he laughs. Still a greenhorn. All right. And next up is Farrell the Elder.
Alright.
Alright.
I'll take control of him now since Aranel's
Oh,
with me.
yeah, you do that.
Wow.
Whoa! Very nice, Farrell. Wow. All right. Farrell lands a lucky shot. All right. So it is this footpad's turn. He is going to quite obviously lash out at the guy who just struck his buddy. He is no longer weary, and he is going to spend a hate to add a success die.
Oh no.
All right, Farrell the Elder is.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Farrell the Elder is
And you
not in
see
good shape.
this footpad as Farrell swings out and puts a good gash in this highwayman's chest. This footpad just seizes the opening and bashes Farrell the Elder right upside the back of the head. At which point, he's going to move in towards Miragar. And now it is this one's turn. He is also no longer weary.
But he is dreary.
He is dreary indeed. He is going to attack Hamfast and spend. You know what? He's not going to spend a hate die this turn. He should have. Dang it! Missed it by 1.
Listen, he knows he can't beat up someone who's a little slow. That's a hate crime.
All right, so this one's no longer wary. He is going to look to Thrush and strike out.
And he will have -2 dice because I am protecting Thrush.
Oh, dagnabbit! I forgot about that.
that.
There you are, somersaulting around his leg.
It's like, screw it, I can't sing. I can just hold up a shield.
He's going to go ahead and spend a hate die to make that an even roll.
Never
And it
expected
works.
a Hobbit from the Shire.
A Hobbit from the Shire. Spear that can
It
pierce.
doesn't matter what they have against me. They'll always hit me. They're good.
All right, I need a
Okay.
protection roll from you.
All right.
No.
Well, I may be down. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm going to spend the last hope die that I have
It's a good thing you didn't spend it last time.
Exactly.
Yes.
There you go.
Nice. Very good. Shoo! I was nervous for that one. Like, it might not seem like it, but I'm rooting for you guys.
He would have just been on the ground like the last couple combat. Well, not the last combat. 2 combats ago.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see.
Sure.
And this one's reaching out for Hamfast as well. With his cudgel, he has no hate left, which sucks. And fails. All right, and then let's see. It is Tam's turn one more time. I mean,
I just realized I should actually have a hope point left because I didn't realize it actually automatically subtracted it. I subtracted one before because I didn't.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
Very
I do
good.
have a hope. It still doesn't matter. I'm still miserable, but I have a hope point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy is no longer weary. However, he is losing 2 dice. Not enough. All right.
Ooh, hey, somebody missed me.
He swings out, and you deftly brush his weapon aside. And finally, it is Breghel's turn, who is not looking too great, but he has a thing for traitors. Doesn't like him for some reason. And so he's going to lash out at Hamfast.
Leave Hamfast alone.
Oof. Let's
Oh,
see,
no.
he rolled
That's not good.
5.
Oh, that's bad.
14 points of damage.
I think might be making Hamfast go unconscious.
Yeah.
Because that is exactly the endurance he had left.
Yep. Well, at least it wasn't an injury.
Yeah. Man, these guys are super difficult to take down.
It's just our dice roll stock. No, it's literally just our dice rolls.
Well, I mean, there's 6 of them, and they've taken, what, 3 of us out? I mean, there were technically 7, but...
Yeah, I think it's just all the NPCs that are down, except for Farwell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Farwell just sleeping.
Just sleeping.
All right. So, with that, Thrush, back to the top. It is your turn.
All right.
So we don't have enough people for me to get onto rearward, right? At this point,
Correct.
I have to stay in melee. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Which at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just move you. Is there any particular... I'll let you choose which side you want to be on.
I'll just be next to Miragar.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're gonna try and hit this guy, this Great Hill guy. That'll be good.
Yes.
That might... let's see. Yep, he can't do anything. So, Thrush, how do you take Breghell out?
Decapitate the fucker.
He has been focusing on everybody else here. He hasn't even really paid that guy attention. He sees the old man go down, and he hears, I guess, Larry kind of moving up to the floor, and turns, sees that guy looking over at Hamfast, not even paying attention to him, and sweeps his head off his shoulders.
And you see his head is clean off his shoulders and begins rolling down the hill from whence he came as his body falls back lifeless.
And he doesn't gloat, do anything. He does that, and he just readies back up and faces against Tam.
All right, and you can see Tam looks over, and a mixture of fear and anger pass across his face. Larry.
Do I think with the death of their second leader in a day, I could persuade them to stop now?
Make me an insight roll.
Okay. Hard to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. They've lost the Wraith and they've lost Breghell, their leader, but they do still outnumber you. It's hard to tell whether or not they would surrender or not.
Keep fighting.
It's all right. We got dogs.
I mean, I wish the dogs were in the initiative.
Well, they're a little scared inside. It's okay.
Well, the race is gone. They're fine.
Yeah, I wish.
They just want treats.
You can hear them. They are barking their heads off on their leads, tearing at them.
Join us, puppies.
Ooh, that one. Ugh.
Oh no.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no.
Dang it.
I should have gone for a persuasion roll and tried to end this. Oh, well. That's all I can do.
All right. Miragar, it is your turn.
I think I'm gonna keep up my protection of Thrush.
Okay.
We're gonna
Aranel, go for Tam
my
now.
athletics.
That's what she's
Yeah.
doing.
Oh, wow.
That'll be the 3 dice on the next attack versus
Wow.
Thrush.
Damn.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
impressive.
That's awesome.
He like phalanxes himself in front of Thrush.
I love the picture of this man.
Yeah.
I like the idea. He like swings his axe down, and all of a sudden there's a halfling that just leaps up 6 feet up in the air and just nope.
No, no, no.
Not today. Yeah.
Miragar could probably play in the WNBA.
Yeah. No.
Right. I'm the center.
All right, Aranel, it is your turn.
Alright, let's see if we
Not
can get
my
Tam out of
house.
commission. We'll do a scan roll. Success.
That's 2.
Very nice.
Okay. That'll do. A little bit.
3 damage is not bad. He's definitely not as good as he was. I can say that much.
Actually, have we been on high ground this whole time? Because they've been running up
I
the
am.
slope to us.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, not technically.
Okay. I just
Um,
couldn't tell based on the map.
Yeah, if you want to do something like that to gain an advantage, that would just be a battle roll to see if you can see if you can put yourself in an advantageous
Gotcha.
position.
I just couldn't
just
tell
let me
based
know.
on the map.
Yeah, just let me know. Hers is just obvious.
Yeah,
But if
Yeah.
you're in close quarters, I would say a battle roll would be necessary to get an advantage like that.
gotcha.
All right, so this one's gonna strike out at Miragar, and let's see, he doesn't
Come on,
have any
Gandalf.
hate left. Oh my goodness,
Come on, Gandalf. Ooh, no hate. That's even better.
that sucks. Nope. He
Also,
swings,
cudgel.
and his cudgel meets the dirt. All right, this guy is going to attack. He's going to round the back, and he's going to attack Larry. Who is also in defensive stance.
Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I was Sauron.
Oh no! All
No.
right. Well, either way.
I'm just unconscious. Yeah.
All right, and Larry goes down. If you want to make a, let's see. Yeah, you're just unconscious here. We'll just apply the damage to you. I meant to do a heavy blow. Oh no, he was. Yeah, it would have been a protection roll anyway. Let's see. Actually,
Yeah.
go ahead and make me a protection roll real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so you are wounded. So injury roll just to see what kind of injury you have. Okay, 7 days. All right. Let's see. With that, there is this guy who is attacking Thrush
With -3.
with -3.
Yup.
Oh, that's right.
He's probably
One,
going to
two,
Sauron though,
three.
just to spite us.
It was teetering on it. Did you see that?
It was, and I was about to say, "Why, Sauron? Yes, I am your greatest adversary, of course, but
Oh man. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, he's unable to make a landing. All right, and he's going to move in. And Thrush, I don't really think you got a whole lot to worry about on this one, but I might.
You say that,
I say that.
but do you
You've
mean
hit
it?
me. You've hit me with 2 dice before.
That's true, I have. Why didn't that roll? No, oh my. Do not do this to me, Foundry. There we go. Okay. Shoo! All right. No, unfortunately, you're too daft a warrior. Or deft a warrior. Not daft. Deft.
I could be daft.
You could be.
I'll take it.
All right, and here comes the Crimson Chin.
Here comes the sun.
15 to hit, and unfortunately fortunately enough for you, that does not hit, and he is the last in the order.
Alright, you 3 can take on these 5 guys, right?
I think we just need
it'll be
Tam. I think we just need Tam to go down, and we
Mhm.
have a chance of maybe awing the rest of them away.
Perhaps. Well, if it is Rush's turn,
It sure
You
is.
can pull the good old page out of their book and leave with your lives.
he is going to, at this point, he's just attacking, but he is going to use. Should he use the hope point? Should he use the hope point? Should he use the hope point? Yeah,
Do
he's
it,
going to
do
use
it,
the
do
hope
it.
point. He wants to try and finish the fight.
There we
Oh.
go.
That's
Gandalf.
pretty good.
Showing up.
Wow, and a lot of 5s, no 6s, but protection roll.
Oh, he's wounded.
And he's wounded. Oh, no.
Yes.
And Tam goes down. Do you want to give a narration on how you killed Tam?
And this point, he just bats his sword away and spears him through the chest and just kicks him off the blade, and then turns towards the next guy. This guy specifically, the guy who's unharmed.
All right. And you can see in his unexperienced ways, he is just, his eyes go wide and he does not know what to do at this point. Let's see, Larry's unconscious.
And he'll just say, "I can do this all night."
All right, Miragar, it's your turn.
He can't really do it all night. He's bluffing. Like,
Yeah.
They don't know that.
See, the thing is, Miragar has no points in awe, so we'd have to get a Gandalf to be like, "Your leaders are dead. Leave with your lives."
I just now got to the point. I have to say this. I just now got to the point in the soundtrack where Theoden rides out of Helm's Deep with Aragorn when all hope is lost.
Yeah. So they're not going to hit Thrush this round either, because that is 3 dice again. Protect.
Oh my
God.
All right. So that is your turn,
His
Aranel.
little buckler seems to take the space of a tower shield.
All right, it is your turn. Very good.
Success die. Fell bone. Miserable. 2 bonus die. 3 damage. Not too bad.
Gandalf was eyeing in there. He was
On
right
this
on the edge of
little,
that die.
All right. He
Monkey
is
down
now
here.
injured. You loose an arrow and it sticks deeply into his calf. Next up is the very same. Who shall attack?
You should probably run.
Thrush starts running.
Okay. So you can tell that he is engaged. He wants to run away now that his leader, like everyone of authority in his party, is dead. He wants to run away, but he cannot break combat with you as he just failed his attack roll. So it is up to you guys whether you want him to run away or not. However, this guy's going to move over and attack Thrush. And
I think Miragar would let him run, because he's targeting me. Like if the guy turns to run, Miragar would let him. And don't come back.
okay. At this point, I would say you can see that they all look as if they have intentions to run away. Do you let them go?
If they're interested in running, yes. Thrush is not going to try and screw around battle with them because we have to deal with the people here who are injured.
Yeah. I think Aranel would just like keep an arrow knocked in case, but if they're obviously running and not attacking anymore, she's fine.
All right. So you can see all 4 of these bandits turn tail and make their way back down the hill, running for their lives.
We may have to face them again because we're going to need to go to that tower to make sure that everything is right. But we need to take care of our friends first.
Agreed.
Agreed.
And
Well, you two were definitely MVP, but I have to say, I did a lot. I think Miragar and I did more than would be expected of people.
Without
with
Larry,
one health.
Aranel would still be asleep. Okay?
Exactly. We wouldn't have gotten those hits in, and without Miragar going ping, stopping all the shots. Oh my god!
I feel like we did more than people with 1 health should be asked to do, so I feel pretty good.
so, do you want me to make 20 heal rolls there, boss?
Do you have any hope left?
I have 5.
Okay, it's up to you. You can make healing rolls, or I'll just rule if you want to spend a hope, you can attempt. You can give me 1 healing roll and just try to bring all these guys back to health.
Yeah, I'll give you a hope point to do that because I'm already.
Aranel,
stacked
help
on
them.
Yes. Aranel is like jumping down from the wall and like rushing over.
You can hear Daisy and Ox in the background barking their heads off. And at this point, you see Poppy, Tulla, and Ernalda all come running out of the house in their nightgowns, all
There's
crying.
the Gandalf.
Yeah.
See,
okay.
Gandalf comes when he needs to come.
Nice.
Miragar pulls out the Hobbit smelling salts. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
And at this point, you see the wives cradling their husbands, thanking whatever powers that be that they still live. And you stand victorious on the field of battle at the House of Farrell. And that, I think, my friends, is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
Nice.
Well, that was stressful.
Yes.